Hey YouTube, it's Dimitri. I'm a bit flustered right now, which is why I'm making this video. I usually don't shoot videos at night, which is why my lighting's not so good. But alumni just aren't giving back to students, and in general, they're giving them, I don't want to say bad advice, but I want to say it's not the best. So what really my advice to students is do not take business classes. That's it. That's the end of it. That's all you do. No more. No more business classes. The reason is because many students, especially in like programs I've been in applied economics, you have an economics degree. You should go do economics, right? Why would you do an economics degree and then go into finance? And really, it goes into finance because a lot of these students don't understand what finance is. Like, I work in risk management in finance. It's not really finance, it's different. My skill sets are statistics, computer programming, mathematics, financial engineering applications. It's not the same as finance. It's like the de facto, like fallback. Everyone's like, "Oh, I want to work in finance. I'm going to make all this money," or like, "Oh, I'm going to go get a business job because that's the only career I understand and know," which is why I have an econ degree. And this is why it fails. First of all, when you're in a master's program, an MBA is not a master's degree. It is technically called a master's in business administration, but it's a degree in being generalized to general stuff. Like, even if you get like an MBA in finance, that's not the same thing as a master's of finance. A master's of finance is 2 years of finance classes specializing in finance topics. An MBA with specialization in finance is an MBA, meaning you have a few general classes, whether your program allows 1 or 2 generals, or it's like half your loads generals, or 3/4 your loads generals, and then you have a little bit of finance, or maybe you have more finance. But at the end of the day, it's a master's in business administration. It's an MBA. It's not a master's of science in some topic. So it's very generalized. So the reason I tell people do not take business classes is because a lot of people take business classes because they're easy, right? You're taking that class because it's a GPA booster. And at the end of the day, the GPA is not going to matter unless you're an investment banker doing investment banking. So I work at an investment bank doing risk management, but I'm not an investment banker. So the point being, though, is business jobs are filled by business students. And I have seen alumni and students from all over, both my undergrad, my graduate school, people I network with. You have a degree in like psychology and you're working at Goldman Sachs. I get it, it happens. And it's because companies like Goldman Sachs care about GPA and prestigious schools. They want smart people. But that being said, business school or business jobs hire business students, which is why when you apply for jobs and you have a master's degree in anything else but business, you typically have to start out at an undergraduate level of like business. So you take like an entry-level finance position. You take an entry-level accounting position, an entry-level consulting position, because you don't have an MBA. An MBA is not the same as a Master of Science in something or a Master's of Applied Economics. It's not the same. So really, you're setting yourself up for failure when you go and you get one degree, and the entire time you're taking that degree, you want to get a job in a different field. And business and finance are close to the same in general, but business and economics are very different skill sets. Business people don't look at economics like economists do, and business and economists look at finance much differently than business people do. And so why this is bad advice to tell people like go out there and take all these business classes when you're in a different program is because you're not a business student. If you want to do business, drop the program you're in and go get a business degree. Right? But if you can't get into an MBA because you don't have 2 years work experience for a good MBA program, then maybe you should go get a job for 2 years and come back. But really, you're setting yourself up for failure. You're going to start on the bottom tier of the rung. You're going to go out, you're going to pay a bunch of money to go get a master's degree, regardless if you're getting it from like an Ivy League school or a public school. In general, you're going to pay all this money for a master's degree. And then you're going to go and take the bottom rung job, which some kid with a 4-year degree got, but just might be mediocre because he had the business degree, right? So why get a master's in something? Why get a master's in applied mathematics? Why get a master's in applied economics? Why get a master's in statistics if you're going to go out and be like a psychologist, right? You might need those skills to do academic research. Those skills apply. But again, people, stop taking business classes unless you're really interested in that topic. So if you have a background and you want to do economics, but you've never taken a business finance class, this is a great time to do it. Go out there and take 1 or 2 finance classes or 1 or 2 accounting classes. But don't go out there and take all these business classes and pump up your GPA when at the end of the day, it's not going to help you in the real world get a job. And then when you graduate from your master's degree, you're going to be pissed off because guess what? Your degree is worthless because you took classes in another field. It's just amazing. I just don't understand people. But anyways, it's just this big frustration, and I see it time and time and time again. Everybody goes out there, they take the easy classes, they take the business classes, for example, and at the end of the day, they can't get a job, and then they're like, oh, I really want to be an investment banker, and I'd love to be, a consultant. And then I look at it and go, well, why did you get a degree that wasn't business? Like, why didn't you just either transfer and get a business degree? Why didn't you dual major, get a business degree and like a master of kinesiology or something, right? If you like both topics, then just dual masters. So anyways, guys, that's just my advice. I'm sorry I'm ranting tonight, but I just deal with some of these pieces of advice that people get, and then the alumni give the advice to the students trip and fail and fumble, and they fail miserably, and then they're upset. And then they need real advice, and then you start asking questions like why investment banking? They don't know. That's what everyone else is doing. Or, oh, the classes are easier. And then, of course, they look at you thinking in their mind, that look on their face of, yeah, it wasn't a good idea. I probably shouldn't have taken those. I don't know why I took those. But it was because someone advised you to take them. Or maybe you think finance is glamorous, and it's not. It's not. Business is not glamorous. I can tell you from working at a startup company, I can tell you from working at some of the largest banks in the world, it's not glamorous. You really got to do something you love to do, and you got to make sure you're getting the degree for the right reason. Take the classes that are going to pay off in the end. Take the classes that you want to take. Don't take classes because they're easy. Don't take classes because it's what everyone else is doing. Don't take classes because your advisor says these are great classes to take, but they don't fit with what you want to do for a living. Go out and do what you want to do, and don't listen to other people. So if you want a business degree, don't listen to me. But you should probably go get a business degree. You shouldn't be taking business classes and then lumping them under some other degree name. So that's just my advice, guys. Sorry for the rant, but if you like my channel, definitely subscribe below. I'm trying to hit 100 subscribers in 2016. Today is September, the beginning of September here, and we're at 41 subscribers, so any subs that you give me would be great. If not, if you don't want to subscribe and don't want my content all the time, but like this video, give me a thumbs up. That definitely helps me out, helps me keep making videos for you guys, and as always, until next time. Thanks for watching my video. If you find it helpful, please like, share, and subscribe.